Now let us discuss about the plant life cycle and alternation of generation. In plants, both haploid and diploid cells can undergo mitotic division. So while studying about various divisions of plants, we have come across various types of cells that are formed in plants. Plants have haploid cells as well as diploid cells. So both haploid cells and diploid cells undergo or has the ability to undergo mitotic division. Okay. So in plants, both haploid and diploid cells, undergo mitosis. So they undergo mitotic division to form two different kinds of plant body. So this ability has made the plants to undergo two different kinds of plants. Okay, one is haploid plant body, other one is diploid plant body. Haploid plant body and diploid plant body. Haploid plant body and diploid plant body. The haploid plant body is termed as gametophyte. Okay, haploid plant body is termed as gametophyte. The diploid plant body is sporophyte. Diploid plant body is sporophyte. Okay, haploid plant body is gametophyte. Diploid plant body is sporophyte. The gametophyte produces gametes. The gametophyte plant body undergoes mitotic division to form gametes, male and female gametes. They produce gametes. Whereas diploid plant body sporophyte, they undergo a type of division known as meiosis to produce haploid spores. So gametophyte plant body produces gametes by mitosis, whereas sporophyte plant body has got some specialized cells known as spore mother cells which are diploid, and these diploid cells undergo meiosis to form haploid spores. Okay, to form haploid spores. Okay. So during fertilization, you know that gametophytes produce two kinds of gametes, male gamete as well as female gamete. So the male and female gametes, they fuse together during fertilization or a process known as syngamy to form a diploid zygote. So now we will represent the life cycle. We know that the gametophyte plant body, which is haploid, produces gametes, male gamete and female gamete. Male gametes and female gametes. The male and female gamete fuse together during fertilization or syngamy to form diploid zygote. Note down the ploidy clearly to form the diploid zygote. The diploid zygote then undergoes mitotic division. Diploid zygote then undergoes mitosis to form a diploid plant body known as sporophyte. So this sporophyte plant body has got certain spore mother cells, and these spore mother cells undergo meiotic division as spore mother cells. Spore mother cells are diploid. They undergo meiosis or reductional division to form haploid spores. And haploid spores develop or germinate into a new plant body known as gametophyte. Okay, so this represents the life cycle in different plants or different groups of plants. Okay, so plants have two types of generation in their life cycle. One is haploid generation and diploid generation. generation and diploid generation always alternate with each other. So plants exhibit alternation of generation. Okay, because gametophyte and sporophyte plant body always alternate to each other in the life cycle of a plant. So plants exhibit alternation of generation. And based on the different criteria, there are 3 different patterns of life cycle. Plants exhibit 3 different types of life cycle. There are certain groups of plants which exhibit a pattern of life cycle known as haplontic. There are certain groups of plants which exhibit a pattern of life cycle known as diplontic life cycle, and there are certain groups of plants which exhibit a life cycle pattern known as haplodiplontic life cycle. So next, let us discuss about haplontic, diplontic and haplodiplontic patterns of life cycle. Now let us discuss about the various patterns of life cycle that are seen in plants. Various groups of plants exhibit various patterns of life cycle. Generally, there are 3 kinds of life cycle patterns in plants. They are haplontic, diplontic and haplodiplontic life cycle. We will note down some of the examples for those plants which undergo haplontic, diplontic and haplodiplontic life cycle. Haplodiplontic life cycle is seen in some of the members of algae. So most of the algae mainly undergoes haplontic or exhibit haplontic life cycle. For example, volvox, Spirogyra, some species of Chlamydomonas exhibit haplontic life cycle. Diplontic life cycle is mainly seen in gymnosperms, angiosperms and an alga named Fucus. Haplodiplontic life cycle is mainly seen in bryophytes, pteridophytes and some of the algae like Ectocarpus, Polysiphonia and Kelps. So if you observe the examples, algae undergoes, there are certain members of algae which can undergo haplontic, certain members which can undergo diplontic, and there are certain members under algae which undergo haplodiplontic type of life cycle. Now we shall discuss how they are categorized into haplontic, diplontic and haplodiplontic life cycle. So I have noted down or I have represented the life cycle patterns, 3 different types of life cycle patterns. This is haplontic life cycle, diplontic life cycle and haplodiplontic life cycle. We will note down on what basis there is variation in the life cycle pattern. So first we will note down clearly what is haplontic life cycle. You know that haplontic life cycle is seen in some of the algae like volvox, Spirogyra and some species of Chlamydomonas. So here these algae mainly have the dominant plant body as gametophyte. The dominant plant body in majority of the algae is haploid gametophyte. So these are photosynthetic phase. Haploid gametophyte is photosynthetic phase and it is free living. It is not dependent on any other plant body. So the dominant plant body in majority of the algae is haploid gametophytic and photosynthetic phase. Haploid gametophytic photosynthetic phase. So these gametophytes mainly produce or they undergo gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is the process of formation of gametes. So gametophyte undergoes gametogenesis to form male and female gametes. Male and female gametes. During sexual reproduction, the male and female gametes fuse together to form a diploid zygote. We have already discussed that algae undergoes 3 different forms of sexual reproduction. They are isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy mode of reproduction. So algae can undergo, there are certain algae which can undergo all the 3 modes of sexual reproduction. There are certain group of algae which usually undergoes only oogamy mode of sexual reproduction. So the male and female gametes that are formed from the gametophyte fuse together to form a diploid zygote. And the process of fusion of male and female gametes to form a diploid zygote is termed as syngamy. Syngamy is also known as fertilization. Syngamy is the process of fusion of male and female gametes to form a diploid zygote. Now the diploid zygote, this is the diploid phase in the life cycle of algae. So resembles or it represents the sporophyte. Here different sporophytes are not formed. The single celled zygote itself represents the sporophytic generation. Remember that single celled diploid zygote represents the sporophytic phase. So the single celled diploid zygote then undergoes meiotic division to form haploid spores. The haploid spores then germinate to form a haploid plant body known as gametophyte. So if you observe the life cycle pattern, that is haplontic life cycle, you can make out here that most of the phases of the life cycle is haploid stage and only the single celled zygote represents the diploid stage. So since most of the phases of the life cycle are haploid, the pattern of life cycle is known as haplontic life cycle. Okay, haplontic life cycle. So this is about the haplontic life cycle as well as examples of haplontic life cycle. So next let us discuss what is diplontic life cycle, which are those organisms that undergo or which are those plant groups that exhibit diplontic life cycle. So diplontic life cycle is mainly seen in gymnosperms, angiosperms and alga-like fucus. Alga is singular form. Alga-like fucus exhibit diplontic life cycle. Suppose if we take the example of angiosperms, we have already noted down the life cycle of angiosperms. So which is the dominant plant body in angiosperms? The dominant plant body is diploid sporophyte. The dominant plant body is diploid sporophyte photosynthetic plant body, right? So dominant plant body is sporophyte. Sporophyte bears sporophylls. The sporophylls may be microsporophylls or megasporophylls. The microsporophylls have microsporangia which produces microspores. Megasporophylls have megasporangia which produces megaspores. Okay? So from a sporophyte, spores are formed. Sporophyte is a diploid plant body. There are certain cells in the sporophyte. For example, we have discussed in gymnosperms and angiosperms. There are megaspore mother cells. There are microspore mother cells which are diploid. So these microspore mother cells and megaspore mother cells undergo meiotic division or reduction division to form haploid spores. The haploid spores then germinate into a plant body, new plant body, haploid plant body known as gametophyte. And you have to remember that the gametophytes form in those plants which exhibit a diplontic life cycle. They may be very few celled. They are multicellular but they have got limited number of cells. Few cells are present in the gametophytic phase of the life cycle or gametophytic phase of angiosperms or gymnosperms. So we have noted down the gametophyte of angiosperm, that is pollen grain, the male gametophyte, and embryo sac is a female gametophyte. How many cells are present in the pollen grain? That is a male gametophyte. 2 cells are present. That is a generative cell and a vegetative cell. And how many cells are present in the female gametophyte, that is embryo sac? Only 7 cells are present. Which are those 7 cells? They are antipodals. 3 antipodal cells, 1 egg cell, 2 synergid cells and 1 central cell. So, the gametophyte of those plants which exhibit diplontic life cycle have got few cells. Okay, they have got few cells and they are not free living, they are dependent on the sporophyte. Okay, they are not free living, they are dependent on sporophyte. Now, this gametophyte plant body produces male and female gametes. The male and female gametes during sexual reproduction fuse together or undergo syngamete to produce zygote. Zygote is diploid. The diploid zygote then develops into a new plant body known as sporophyte. So if you observe the life cycle pattern here in diplontic life cycle, you can make out that most of the stages of the life cycle are diploid, only few of the stages are haploid. Spores represent haploid stage, gametophyte represents haploid stage and male and female gametophyte represents haploid stage. Rest all the stages of the life cycle are diploid. And it is termed as diplontic life cycle because the dominant plant body is diploid and the haploid plant body is mainly having only few cells. Okay, haploid plant body, that is gametophyte, has got only few or it is only few celled. That's why the pattern of life cycle is known as diplontic life cycle. So next, let us note down one more type of life cycle pattern, that is haplodiplontic life cycle. So haplodiplontic life cycle is seen in plants or groups of plants like bryophytes, pteridophytes and some of the algae like Ectocarpus, Polysiphonia and Kelps. So if you observe the life cycle of bryophytes and pteridophytes, both these bryophytes and pteridophytes exhibit haplodiplontic life cycle, but their dominant plant body is different, right? Their dominant plant body is different. Bryophytes have gametophyte as a dominant plant body, whereas pteridophytes have sporophyte as a dominant plant body. Remember that bryophytes have gametophyte as a dominant plant body, whereas pteridophytes have sporophytes as a dominant plant body. So first we will note down bryophytes and we will study this life cycle pattern of bryophytes. Later on we will study the life cycle pattern of pteridophytes. So in case of bryophytes, the bryophytes have gametophyte as a dominant plant body. Bryophytes have gametophyte as a dominant plant body. Recall the examples of bryophytes. We have studied about Mercantia. Mercantia has thalloid-like gametophyte, right? So dominant plant body is gametophyte. So this gametophyte plant body produces male and female gametes. So this male and female gametes during sexual reproduction, they fuse together or undergo syngamy to form a diploid zygote. Male and female gametes fuse together by a process known as syngamy to form diploid zygote. The diploid zygote then develops into a new plant body known as sporophyte. And in case of bryophytes, the sporophyte is not free living, they are dependent on gametophyte. Okay, they are attached to the surface of gametophyte. The sporophyte, you can recall the sporophyte of, we have studied about the sporophyte of the members of bryophytes. For example, moss. The moss sporophyte, example Funaria. Funaria sporophyte has three distinct parts. They are food, seta and capsule, right? So food, seta and capsule. So this sporophyte plant body is attached to the gametophyte. So the sporophyte has got certain cells within the capsule, and these diploid cells undergo meiotic division to form haploid spores. Haploid spores, when they are dispersed from the capsule, they fall on a suitable substratum and develop into a new plant body known as gametophyte. Okay, so this is the life cycle pattern of bryophytes. So we will compare it with the life cycle of pteridophytes. In case of pteridophytes, the dominant plant body is sporophyte. The sporophyte has got sporophylls. Sporophylls have sporangia in them. Inside the sporangia, spores are formed. The spores are released from the sporangia, and you know that spores are formed mainly because of meiotic division. The sporophytes have got sporophylls. Sporophylls have sporangia. Within the sporangia, there are certain diploid cells known as spore mother cells. Spore mother cells undergo meiotic division to form haploid spores. The haploid spores then germinate into a new plant body known as gametophyte. Okay, new plant body known as gametophyte. And in case of pteridophytes, what is the gametophyte also known as? The gametophyte is also called as prothallus. Okay, gametophyte is also known as prothallus. The gametophyte has sex organs in them. They produce male and female gametes. The male and female gametes fuse together by a process known as syngamy to form diploid zygote. Diploid zygote again develops into a new plant body known as sporophyte. Okay, so even though the life cycle pattern is same among bryophytes and pteridophytes, the dominant plant body varies in bryophytes and pteridophytes. The dominant plant body in bryophyte is haploid gametophyte. The dominant plant body in pteridophyte is diploid sporophyte. Okay, and in case of bryophytes, pteridophytes and those algae that exhibit haplodiploidic life cycle. All the stages, it may be sporophytic phase or the gametophytic phase, all are multicellular phases. Even sporophyte is also a multicellular phase, gametophyte is also a multicellular phase. So they are termed to be, or because of this multicellular stage in both, or multicellular condition in both sporophyte and gametophyte phase, the life cycle is named as haplodiploidic life cycle. So these are the three different patterns of life cycle in plants. And you have to remember the main difference, that in case of algae or haplontic life cycle, the dominant plant body is gametophyte and the sporophyte stage is represented only by single celled zygote. In case of diploidic life cycle, the dominant plant body is sporophyte and the gametophytic phase is represented only by few cells. Whereas in case of haplodiploidic life cycle, both sporophyte and gametophytic phase are multicellular. Okay, so these are the main difference between the three types of life cycle patterns. So by this we have completed this chapter. So in this chapter we have noted down 5 different divisions, and among those 5 divisions, that is kingdom Plantae has been categorized into 5 different divisions, and all these 5 we have noted down the general characteristic features of all the 5 divisions under kingdom Plantae, that is algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms, and we have noted down what are the life cycles, different patterns of life cycles followed by various groups of